This channel is provided for informational purposes only. Contact your physician for any diagnostic or treatment plan. Press the like symbol if you enjoyed any part of this video. Thank you. Hey, good morning. Welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Let's take a look at the blood sugar. Now, my blood sugar is 5.9. And for me, that is just under the low mark. So, but how was I yesterday? Wrong way. I was 99%. For 15 minutes yesterday, in the last 24 hours, I was above 10 millimoles. So that's 180. 99% of the time, I was in range. Average blood sugar is, or cellular glucose, is 7.2. Good day. Now, once you've achieved control, then what? Well, I hate to tell you, this is where the difficult part starts. And yeah, I hate to tell you this. Every part of diabetes is difficult. You have blood sugar control. You have what you can eat. You can, if you have to go for surgery, you get sick. It's all a bunch. I don't want to say it. We are family friendly. So, what can you do? Well, get yourself into a routine. Get up pretty much same time every day. Make sure you do blood sugar. Make sure you eat. Now, while I've said before, type 1 diabetes has a little bit more leeway with food. And this means you can pretty well have whatever you want in moderation. Don't go bizarre. Don't eat 12 pieces of cake and call it dinner. You're still going to have to take insulin. The more insulin you take, the more chance of going low. Now, I want to say that, but with clarification. Don't just keep, I'm going low. I'm just going to cut back my insulin to nothing. Speak with your doctor. Come up with a game plan on how you can best control your blood sugars on those days where you want to indulge. But keeping your mind set that you do the 80-20 rules. Sorry. And what is the 80-20 rule? I've mentioned it before, but let's go over it again. Out of everything you eat, everything you do, 80% of the time, you follow a game plan. You eat sensibly, you eat at regular intervals. And the other 20% of the time, if things don't follow exactly the plan, you're not going to end up with a whole bunch of whack-out sugars. Now, being in control also does not mean that you're going to have perfect blood sugars. Get real. We all know that type 1 diabetes, any little thing, can throw you out of whack. If you get one blood sugar out of whack, it's not the end of the world. If you're starting to develop a trend, then we need to discuss. Your doctor should have a game plan for modifying your blood sugars. In the past, I really have sort of left it to my doctors. Now, that's not for the everyday diabetic. Hopefully your doctor has given you a game plan. My game plan hasn't always worked. So right now, we leave it. Now that I'm actually settling down, it may come that I can go back to, I have 3 days going high in the morning. Let's modify my insulin levels then. What's the secret or what's the plan? I'm not going to tell you. And the reason for this is you need to go talk to your doctor, come out with a game plan for where you're at. I never did it because my blood sugars are so volatile. I get sick. We recently saw this in October. It's where I got sick. Ended up in the emergency room. And then I flipped the other side and started to go low all the time. It's can be wild. Looking back at my life and all the times I tried to achieve control, the best thing I can say is you need to get into the routine. And then when you have one blood sugar one day out of whack, you can bring it back in. Learn how to use your correction values. Now, this is for people on the pump. But I've also used the correction factors while using syringes. Blood sugar was X, then I would give X number of units. So, if you haven't done this already, you need to speak to your endocrinologist. What's an endocrinologist? You should have a diabetes specialist. As type 1s, whether you see them once or twice a year, someone to bounce ideas off, come up with a game plan. It is not a one-way street. You need to ensure that you have a dialogue with your doctor so that people can learn and develop. It also allows you to have feedback of your control. I would say control is blood sugar to blood sugar. You're only as tightly controlled as you are for your last blood sugar. It's the truth. So now that you're in control, or hopefully in control, you want to make sure you eat right using the 80-20 rules. You're counting carbs. You're adjusting your insulin accordingly. What else can you do? Exercise. Just going for a walk can help you. It doesn't end with getting control. Keeping control is the real goal. And with that, have a great day, and we'll talk again soon. Bye now. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. Thank you. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com.